How's it going, boys? Alright, it's time to get on with Season 4 here. We're going to go into free agency, but as I said in the last video, I really don't think we're going to need to touch our team. I'll put our franchise in place. Our younger kids have gotten better. Ollie, Colburn, they're at that third line status that I wanted them at, so I think we're good. We'll test the free agency. Maybe there might be a player in there, maybe some prospects we could pick up, but superstars, I really don't think. And we don't have much cap space. We only have 2.8, so we can't get a superstar even if we wanted to. But prospects, definitely. I'm just going to make sure I have everyone signed. Oh, Petain. Oh, my God. My first round trade. My first overall pick. Got to sign this guy to his minor league contract. Everyone else is C, okay? At goaltenders, yeah, we have everyone signed. Perfect. Alrighty, let's do this. Now, remember, when we started this, okay, Petain's back. When we started this whole franchise with New Jersey, I said the first year we're going to see what happens. We didn't do good, so we traded away Broder, and I made the decision that we were going to sacrifice the first 2 years for the final 3. Now, in our second year, we won the Stanley Cup. Unbelievable. Third year, a bit of a disappointment. So our original plan was to be competitive in the last 3 years. So our first year of the last 3 years was a disappointment. But now we have 2 more years, and this is the 2 years that I said we were going to be good as well. So this is a must. We need to get to the Final Four this year. Absolutely. Absolutely. We are built for it. We need to make that, even that Stanley Cup Finals appearance again. We need to. All right. Unrestricted free agents. Let's see. Andre Markov, he's still kicking around, 35 years old. Looks like Montreal got rid of all their older players. Markov, Gianta. There's no one I really need to sign. I have everybody, yeah. And Scott Gomez as well. All right. Let's check potential just to see. Ooh, there's two defensemen with B potential. Stanislav Bykov. Oh, A-, C for athleticism, but undrafted. It's one of these weird players that just get better. All right. I'll try to sign him. Why not? Why not? We're going to have a ranking system when the 5 years are up. I'm going to think about it, how all of you guys can judge me as a general manager in different assets, or facets, sorry. Like, how did I leave the team after 5 years? How was my 5-year record? We'll go into that later. We're not near the end yet. Ryan Sproul, this guy as well. Holmberg, let's see this guy be. Not bad for a two-way forward, I must say. Yeah, we'll give this guy a right winger. Be nice if I could sign one rookie for every position. Except for well, I only have 4 goaltenders. Maybe one for goaltender as well. Hang on a second. D, already have left wing. Let's see this guy. Sniper, and he's kind of, we don't need him. LeBlanc for center. No. No, okay, we're good. Goalies. Potential. This guy's only 20. 6'5". He's pretty big. Warren McDonald. Yeah, we'll give this guy. Why not? We only have 4 goalies. I like to have 5 goalies. 3 years. There you go. And let's just see some of the restricted free agents that are available. Jonathan Bernier, who's now 87 overall. Simeon Varlamov. Wow, Colorado, they got to keep him. They gave up a wicked draft pick for him. Couturier. Wow, Couturier, yeah, they got to sign him too. 21, 86 overall. Damn. Anyways, we're not getting any of these guys. What did I say? Yeah, we're good. All right, so we're going to simulate right to the beginning of the season. That's right. We'll do all of our stuff in this video, like our season prep, all that good stuff. Edit our lines, get ready for the season, then we'll start the simulation in the next video. Warren McDonald. All right, so there's our 6'5" Swiss goaltender. Ryan Sproul, defenseman. Mitch Holmberg, right winger. And Stanislav Bykov. There you go, defenseman, 20 years old. So there you go, we added some... It's weird. It's like those guys are just as good as some of the players you would draft. So the draft is overrated. I think what I might do, boys, and I want your guys' opinion for this, I want like a list of players that are going to go in like the next 2. If we're just not talking about my season here, we're talking about real life. The next year's draft and the year after that draft. I want the top prospects. And maybe for next franchise, I'll go in and I'll edit their stats a little bit. Because it seems like every year now, the first top 3 draft picks are playing in the NHL. I mean, you got... Oh, not the top 3, but Landeskog, Larson, Nugent Hopkins, they're all stars in the NHL. Well, not stars, but they're getting regular ice time. They're having great seasons. And in this game, I think they're all in their 80s now. They should have it so every draft, the top 5 should be at least in the 80s. Maybe not the top 5, but the first and second overall should be in the 80s. So maybe if you guys give me a list of some prospects that are going to go, because I don't know the 2 to 3 years from now, the kids that are coming up. I have no clue. Maybe I'll edit them, just give them a little bit and boost in potential. That way the draft actually has more meaning, because the draft really has no meaning to me. Because you can just, I just signed 3 players who look like they could have gone in the first round. So it's weird. But anyway, we'll go into a whole season wrap-up later. Don't worry about that. All right, September. All right, so we're in the preseason here. Just simulate up a little bit. All right. Okay. So, no, I can't check the GM tracker because we're still in, what's it called? Preseason mode. I think they should fix that, but whatever. What are you going to do? All right, roster moves. Let's get our whole roster together here. We'll start at the end, work our way up. Goaltenders. Lehner and Gustafsson. Yes, they're going to start. 1-2. Lehner still an 87 overall. Still has the A-minus BB. This guy is incredible. Like, he still has 15 years before he's 38. My God. And he's still getting, perfect. We have a perfect goaltender situation. Perfect. Okay. Gustafsson, nice little backup, 82 overall. That's good, even though we're not going to use him. Larson is now 89, boys. Yep, Volchenkov, 88. Carlson, and look at Keith Ollie. You guys doubted me, but he's 85 now. Better than Boychuk on the third line. Better than Lyles on the third line. So this is where we got to make our decisions here. This is going to be interesting. Because we also have Keith Ballard. So our defenseman, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we have 8 defensemen that we have to turn into 6 here. All right, so let's... We're going to do this in this video. Yeah, this is going to be a long video. Okay, so let's eliminate the obvious first. Larson, Volchenkov. Volchenkov started, 88 overall. He's finishing. He's in 2 more years left on his contract. Defensive defenseman. You think, look, 32. Oh, maybe you can start getting rid of him. No, he's staying. All right, you need that defensive defenseman back there. So Volchenkov, you're up there. Larson's going to stay. Carlson's going to stay. Those 3 guys are the my 3 defensemen. Ollie, I want to start playing him now because, look, he's 25 years old. He's not like a rookie anymore. He's starting to hit that age where you should start to be in your prime. 25, 26, that's when you should start to really hit your prime athletically. You're still young enough that you can still get there. You know, hopefully you're not injured. This is when I have to start playing him. And look, offensively he's not the greatest, but he's a defensive defenseman. I don't care about that. He's not going to be on my first or second line. He's going to be on the penalty kill on the third line defenseman. Okay, same thing as Johnny Boychuk. All right? So yes, we are going to keep Keith Ollie. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. John, Michael, Lyles, Ballard, Boychuk, Gardner. Okay, so hang on a second here. We got our offensive, defensive, and defensive. So, okay. Lyles is an offensive. So, Lyles is another guy. We already have 2 offensive defensemen. And he's 33. He's solid, though. He's solid. And as a third liner, but I think maybe having Ollie and Boychuk on the third line as 2 defensive defensemen back there might be better than having an offensive defenseman who's already overshadowed by Carl. But he is another good defenseman to have on the power play. Interesting. Oh, this is a coach's dream to friggin' have to get rid of a good defenseman. Jeez, because we have too many. Jake Gardner. Okay, is he ready to go? 2-way defenseman. See, I want to start playing him as well because he's 24. And even though he's 82 overall, he's in my opinion, he's almost better than Ollie. Ollie's only 85 overall because the defensive category, it's weighted very heavily, as I said before. But if you look at everything else, Jake Gardner has rounded off everything. Everything's around at least 80s except for a handful. But it's accuracy, face-offs, fighting skill, and then everything else is 80s or above. He's still only 24, B-minus CC potential, so he could easily pop up to an 85 in the next year or 2. I want to keep Jake. Yes. So it's going to be Larson, Volchenkov, Carlson, Ollie. So there's 4. Gardner is 5. Oh, there we got our timer. All right, we got plenty of time. Don't worry. We're going to do this right now. Okay, so Gardner is 5. Then we have to choose between Boychuk, Ballard, and Lyles. Okay, so it's gonna be Larson and Volchenkov on the first line. Then Carlson and Carlson's the offensive. Boychuk, Ballard. Let's see what Ballard's like. 31. Ballard's not bad. Ballard's good. They're all like around the same level, but like what one person's weak in, he's stronger than the other two in. Like Lyles doesn't have the body checking the other two, but he has the athleticism and the offensive awareness, right? But we already have two offensive defensemen. Ballard has a solid mix of offense, defense, and athleticism, but he's 4.2. Well, that goes up in one more year, I think, and he won't want that much next year. But, and then Johnny Boychuk, you know, it's not going to be Boychuk. It's not going to be Boychuk. He's solid defensively, but we already have Keith Ollie and Volchenkov for that. I'm looking at it. Yeah, okay, it's not going to be Johnny Boychuk. All right, we're sending Johnny Boychuk down. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I sent Gardner down. Sorry, my bad. Boychuk. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ballard or Lyles? Ballard or Lyles? Ballard or Lyles? I'm going to go with Ballard. He's 2 years younger, and he rounds off. I already have the offensive defenseman in Carlson and Larson. I need a defenseman who has both offensive, but is strong in defensive. And Ballard is a stronger defensive defenseman, younger. I'm making that decision. John Michael, you've had a great run with us, but we just don't need you. So Lyles and Boychuk, the two guys we picked up to make that strong playoff push in year 2. The free agency. Oh, no, we got Boychuk from a trade. Sorry, Lyles was from free agency. Thank you for your tenure, but we're going to put you guys on the trading block, okay? All right, so there's our defensive core now, boys. Larson, Volchenkov, Carlson, Ollie, Ballard, Gardner. Okay, solid. Solid. And it's young. We're getting Ollie and Gardner in there. They have 10 more years ahead of them. At 85 and 82 with 10 years ahead of you, you need to get them in there. Okay, you can't just let them grow in the minors. You need to make that decision and bring them up and have enough support around them. We have our top 3 defensemen, okay, and they're good enough now that they can be supporting roles. Okay, so it's good. Right wingers. All right, we got Landy, Clarkson, Palmieri. You're not playing. You haven't got good enough for me. Cam Janssen. There you go, our tough guy. All right. Left wingers, Parise, Kovalchuk, Yakupov, he's going to play. Ted, Foligno, yep, and that's one right winger. Okay, perfect. And the centers, Thornton, Zajac, Marchand, Colburn, Josephson. Okay, so I think we actually have one forward too many. Hang on a second here. Josephson. Yeah, we have one forward too many. I might have to take off Janssen. Yeah, I'm going to take off Janssen. Even though he's a tough guy, we're good because we're bringing in another grinder for him, Josephson. So hang on. Janssen. We'll see how we do. If we're not doing that good, I might bring up Janssen again, but we'll see. Because the tough guy is good to have back there, but I have a solid team. David Clarkson. Oh, man, look at this. Okay. So hang on. I'm going to just do the best lines here. Going to quickly edit the first 2 lines. And the power play. Okay, so we got our first line is going to be Zach Parise, Joe Thornton. Actually, no, it's going to be Kovalchuk. Kovalchuk and Thornton, because they always have good seasons together. Keep them together. And Landeskog, sure. Then Zach Parise, Yakupov, and Zajac. We'll give Yakupov and Parise. Then we got Ted. Ted Marchand and... No, Colburn. Ooh, interesting. No, Felina's going to have to play on the 4th line now. Ted's going to play on the 3rd line with Colburn and Marchand. And then Josephson, Clarkson, and Foligno. So there you go. There's our first line. Kovalchuk, Thornton, Landeskog, Parise, Zajac, Yakupov, Ted, Colburn, Marchand, Foligno, Josephson, and Clarkson. There you go, boys. Not too bad. Defensive, Larson and Volchenkov. That's what I wanted. Ollie and Carlson. No, I'm going to have Ballard play with... Because yeah. We'll give Ollie and Gardner back there on the 3rd together. Ballard and... actually... Yeah, because Ballard is better offensively than Ollie. Remember, Ollie is just defensive category. Even though he has the higher overall, it's defensive category. So Ballard on the 2nd line, he still needs to get some goals there. And he can be trusted defensively. So we're going to put him there. All right, power play, Kovalchuk, Thornton, Parise. Yep. Larson, Carlson. Yep. Yakupov, Zajac, Landeskog. Yep, that's fine. Gardner and Ollie, sure. Just going to run through this quickly. We got to wrap this video up. Penalty kill. We're going to put Landeskog on the first line. Thornton, yeah, Colburn. Actually, no, Joe's a good penalty killer. Colburn and Clarkson, sure. Volchenkov and Ollie, perfect. And Larson and Ballard, sure. 3-man penalty kill. Landeskog and Thornton, Volchenkov, Ollie, perfect. And then the shootout, Parise, Kovalchuk, Yakupov. Oh my God, what a shootout lineup. Extra attackers, Joe Thornton and Travis Zajac. We're going to put Zach Parise as the first extra attacker. And then our goaltenders, Robin Lehner. All right, boys? So there you go. There's our team. There's our New Jersey Devils, our first lineup. And we're going to have to put Boychuk and Lyles on the trading block. I'll do that in the next video because we got to wrap this thing up. But before I do, let's quickly take a look at our overall, see how good we've become. Where do I go here? Coaching. Team reports. Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. 100, 185. So it's just our goaltending, which I'm still fine with. So we're good. We should be we should be a playoff team. We should be a President's Trophy winning team and a Stanley Cup champion. But we'll have to see. That's why we simulate the games. So wish me luck, boys. Year 4, New Jersey, coming up.